Okay, so fix your eyes on one spot for quite a while because we naturally blink a lot. And when your eyes begin to feel like they need to blink, allow that to carry you into a drooping eye. Just take a deep breath and exhale. Let the stresses of the day float away on your breath. Inhale, real deep, and exhale. Don't let ambient noises distract you. I have pets. That's just me. My dog's going to ask me to throw the ball. So just don't let it distract us. If you're still focused on your spot, let your eyes get kind of tired. Inhale, exhale. You can actually see the negativity of the day, the stresses of the day coming out of your mouth as you exhale, kind of like smoke, and it just blows away in the air. Make sure that you're relaxed, leaning back. Now I want you to visualize yourself in a warm pool of water that is flowing gently by. And this pool of water is filled with sunlight. It's cleansing and purifying. Your knees are sticking up above the water just a little bit. Your toes are sticking up above the water just a little bit. You're leaning back and it's washing the stresses of the day away. I want you to focus on your feet. And the water is circling around your toes. And we're grateful for the toes, for being out in front, for taking that responsibility. And now we give them permission to relax, take a break. And then think about the arches of your feet and how they carry you around. And we're grateful to the feet, the arches, the toes, for carrying us around. And think about the ankles, the water's swooshing around the ankles, washing all that stress away. And take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. This is so good for me too. And so this relaxation is moving on up the legs, and Just all the tension in your calves and your shins just gets washed away in this light-filled stream of water. You can just see the light dancing on the surface. And that light just kind of penetrates deep down into your tissues. And now the relaxation moves up to your knees. And thank you, knees, for the job that you do. You are so good at it. Thank you for being flexible. And now the relaxation moves up to your thighs. The largest muscles, so powerful, carries the rest of the body. Move the relaxation up to the hips. Inhale and exhale. Boy, we've taken so much stress out of the lower body. Thank you, God. We can just imagine any kind of tension just flowing away, going down this gently moving stream. Now, the lower abdomen. Relaxation moves into the lower abdomen. The upper abdomen. Inhale and blow out any negativity. Just a dirty looking smoke. It goes away from us. And we inhale this light. Thank you, God. Now the relaxation moves up into the shoulders. And down the upper arms. And we thank the shoulders for all that the shoulders bear. And we thank the arms for being extensions of ourselves. And the relaxation moves to the elbows and the lower arms on down through the wrists. And when this relaxation moves into the hands, that negativity, it just blows out the fingertips. That dirty looking smoke. So we're getting purified. Now we're going to focus the relaxation on the lower back. This whole session is about the lower back. So we're going to talk to the lower back. Hello, lower back. How are you? You're giving me grief. So I'm telling you now that the negativity, the pain is going to be dealt with, and I want you to relax. So I take a deep breath and I exhale. This time the breath comes out like dragon's breath. It's purple fire. And this pain burns. It burns up. and the smoke drifts away. Now the relaxation moves into the upper back. And the neck. All around the neck. And into the lower jaw. And your face is relaxed. Thank you, face, for facing the world for me, for giving me an identity. Thank you, face. You take a lot, don't you, face? We love you. You're beautiful. Now the relaxation, you're completely flaccid. Just breathing. And this relaxation goes around the back of the head and the crown of the head. And now we've worked from the tip of the toes to the crown of the head. And the whole body is completely relaxed. Inhale, exhale. Now that was the progressive relaxation. Now we're going to descend into the subconscious. So, client has chosen a tree, a hollow tree, with a spiral staircase going down through it to his happy place. So, I am seeing branches that extend up over a ridge. See yourself walking up to these branches, and you notice how very, very sturdy, almost like a bridge, that the branches come up, and you've got branches to hang on to like railings and places that are good for your feet, and you step onto this bridge-like branch, holding on to other branches as you make your way to the center of the tree. And you notice it has a big opening, and you're telling yourself, marvelous. This is exciting. Yeah. I can see a river down below, and I can see that there is a spiral staircase that goes down through. What an adventure. So it's a wooden spiral staircase, and you can see your feet stepping onto the steps. And as you let yourself down into this big, big tree, you can kind of inhale this. It smells sappy in there, wooden and sappy and earthy. And there's a railing for you to hold as you step down, and every step you go down a little deeper. It twists around a little more, going down a little deeper, twisting around a little more until the daylight grows dim up above, and you're stepping down, twisting around a little more, and you begin to see the opening at the bottom where the stairs leave off, and the light of day is coming through an entrance into the trunk of this big tree. The bottom of the ground in the bottom of the tree has got like a lot of organic matter, and then you see grass where the daylight starts to shine. And you kind of duck a little bit because the opening isn't really a full-size door, but you duck and you step out into your happy place. Oh my gosh, here's a beautiful river. Lo and behold, the last person who was here left their fishing rod. Because they knew you were coming. I put that rod there. You can see this river flowing through, and the wind is blowing gently. You find some live bait. You put it on the hook. You cast. You wait. Sure enough, you get a bite. You yank the line. You drag your fish in. You have mercy on him. You remove the hook and toss him back. And you think, how fabulous just to be in nature, to have nothing but time to be here. Thank you, God. Yeah. So you look around, and there is a mirror leaning up against one of the trees. Seems kind of out of place. So you walk up to it, and you see your reflection in the mirror, except it's your divine self. It's that perfect DNA blueprint that God intended you to have before you got pummeled by the cares of the world. It's you in the reflection, but better. And behind you, you see stars in the mirror, as if it's not really reflecting exactly the environment that you're in. So you reach out, and your reflection is reaching forward. And when you make contact with that surface, you leave your body behind and you go into the mirror. And now you are that perfect divine blueprint that God meant for you to be, standing inside this mirror with stars all around you. And you look out at your earth body, looking in at your divine self. And you realize that your earth body feels nothing now. because all of you is really in your divine self. So, you ask your earth body to turn around backward. And your earth body does. And then your divine self reaches out through this mirror and extracts the vertebral column from this body, but it remains standing. Now you have this vertebral column complete with the discs between, with the fluid, full of the fluids, and complete with its malformations. And your divine self crushes this vertebral column into a powder. Nothing is lost. It's just a handful of powder now. Maybe the powder even wound up looking smaller than you expected it to. But it's the whole thing. So this divine self spits into the powder and contributes the divine DNA blueprint into this powdered vertebrae. And it becomes clay, completely malleable, and your divine self works it around in its hands and reforms the vertebral column and the discs between and the nerves. Everything is in perfection. Your divine self replaces the vertebral column, reaching out through that mirror surface, and puts this reformed vertebrae into the back of the earth body. And it just kind of magically melds in. Fabulous, fabulous. So easy. So easy to do this work. And you look at your hands and you go, wow, this is so fabulous. It's like I've got God working through my hands, and you see this glow coming off of your hands. And then you rub your hands together and you can't feel them. They're numb. Completely numb. You take one finger and you touch it against the palm of one hand. You can't feel it. You take the other finger from that hand, you touch it against the palm of the first hand, and you can't feel it. This is crazy. Oh, but so useful. So there's your earth body standing there with the back to you. And you reach out these numb hands onto the place where the pain was, and you confer anesthesia. All of a sudden, the divine hands can feel again, and you know that the numbness has transferred into the earth body. So work is done here. You take a deep breath, completely satisfied. You step out of the divine self, back into the earth body. You turn around and you look at your divine self reflection and you give yourself a satisfied nod and you go back to your river and you can't feel any pain. You know that your back is reformed. And you pick up the fishing pole and you cast it again. And you get a bite. You reel it in. You undo the hook, toss the fish back, rinse your hands off because they're going to be sticky. And you turn around and you see your tree with the spiral staircase, which is completely brilliant. And you duck in and you go winding around, up, 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 until you get to that opening in the top where there's this branch that is just so perfect for walking across with its little branchy railings, and you just go back up to that cliff that you started at. And when you step onto that cliff, we're going to count from 5 to 1, and when I get to 1, you're going to open your eyes, unless your intention is to sleep, and you will feel completely refreshed. But before we count, I'm going to give you a post-hypnotic suggestion that whenever you hear or speak the word back, you will be reminded that your back is healed and anesthetized. So here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open your eyes. Your back is healed and anesthetized.